Hi, I'm Fuji. In this video, I'll show you how to use TaskMagic to easily install plugins on your WordPress site and make them accessible. What's the point of this? Sometimes you just want to create a new WordPress site and install a plugin all at once, don't you? I always use this plugin, so I want to install all of these plugins on my WordPress site at once and make them available. Also, there are times when I want to automate all the settings if possible, you know? Actually, you can automate all of those tasks using TaskMagic. I prepared a demo site this time. I hope you can understand how to install and activate WordPress plugins on this site using TaskMagic. First, add a new plugin to the list and select this item. And copy the URL of this page. First, choose Browser Recording from TaskMagic. Insert the URL you just copied into the URL input field and click on the button. Click the Complete button once here. Copy the cookie, click on the three-dot menu in TaskMagic, and then select Add Cookie. Paste the cookie you just copied here and save it. By doing this, you can automatically log into your WordPress site without having to manually log in every time. I'll set it up from here. First, press the plus button and click Record. First of all, this time, I will search for a plugin and record the process of installing a WordPress plugin and making it activate. Press the plus button. Record type Autoptimize. Search for this plugin and press Confirm. Now you can search. Next, click Record. Click this button that says Install Now. It takes a little time to install. Consider this time and put a delay action. It's a delay. Put a delay. This is fine. Next, press the Activate button. Click Record to activate. Select this button and press Confirm. Then it should install and activate automatically. Activating may take a bit, so let's add a delay here too. Let's type about 0.1. Is this all good? By doing this, I've set up a plugin to automate things on TaskMagic. Done. Now I'm going to show you how to install and activate multiple plugins automatically using TaskMagic. First, prepare a Google Sheet. In this Google Sheet, first I created a header and labeled it as Plugins. Contact Form 7, Autoptimize, etc. I'm guessing you have a list of WordPress plugins that you use frequently. I'm going to put them in here. Next, click on Share. Go back to TaskMagic and click on Setup Trigger. I'm going to make a loop here. Okay. And I want to import it from the Google Sheet data, so I'll set it up. I'm going to copy this email address, automations@taskmagic.com. And I'm going to share it here. I'm going to share it with the editor. And then I'll just copy the URL of this Google Sheet and paste it in this field. You can select a worksheet here. Since this worksheet is located in Site 1, I will choose Site 1. Click the Looks Good button. And then, which line do I start from? The header is on the first line, so I'll start reading from the second line. How many times do I loop? There are 4 items in total from the second to the 5th line, so I'll set the loop to run 4 times. And then I'll click on the Continue button and skip this step. Let's rewrite this further. This is where you enter the step 2. Click here. Currently there is a specific plugin name, but I will change it to a variable. I'm going to remove it and use this variable called @plugins. And save it. What you can do by doing this is, in this Google Sheet, you can easily find the names of each plugin on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th lines. Let's actually start this. Click Play Steps. Then the WordPress site will start up like this. TaskMagic searched for the plugin by typing its name in the search bar. Installed the plugin and made it activate. This is the first one, Autoptimize. Installed the plugin and made it activate. Next, looked for the Contact Form 7 plugin. Installed this plugin and made it activated. Search for this plugin short pixel. Installed this plugin and made it work. To install a plugin, simply prepare its name in this format. You can automate everything based on this data. You can automatically install and optimize everything. This is a super handy automation if you want to skip all the hassle of installing and optimizing plugins on a fresh WordPress site. I bet many folks are busy installing plugins and themes on their fresh WordPress sites. I'm sure many people are busy installing and optimizing plugins and themes on their new WordPress site. However, by automating this, you can eliminate all this work. Now all the plugins have been installed and optimized. Let's actually take a look. Let's actually take a look at the installed plugins. So now you can see that all the WordPress plugins listed from the 2nd to the 5th line of this Google Sheet have been successfully installed. You can actually automate this setting as well. For example, let's do one of these. I think it's like this. For instance, let's create another automated process and test it out. I'm going to attempt to automate the auto-optimize setting using browser recording. I'll copy the page's URL and save it as I did before. I'm going to press the complete button once. I'm going to copy the cookie from this WordPress site. I'm going to add a cookie by using the same 3-dot menu as before. I'm going to save it and save it. For instance, I'll click on the plus button and hit the record option. Here, for instance, you can set the auto-optimize settings that you typically use. Press the plus button and click record. You can specify it like this. For instance, if you typically mark this box, indicate it and click on confirm. Next, click on the plus button and select record. Then you can also set the image preferences. Select this tab and click confirm. Press the plus button and click record. Click this second checkbox. And press confirm here as well. Press the plus button and click record. And select the button labeled Save Changes. And press confirm. For example, let's start this optimize setting automation. Then setting page open like this. It will automate all the settings. Now the check is in. And another tab opens. The second checkbox has also been checked. Save changes. And that's it. I just automated the Autoptimize settings like this. This time, to keep things simple. To simplify things, I Autoptimize settings for both the initial plugin installation and a separate one. I reckon it's fine to merge this with the first one here. By automating this process, you can not only install and optimize the WordPress plugin, but also configure its settings. To set up your commonly used plugin on your WordPress site, you can manually configure it by checking your usual settings. For instance, I clicked here, removed there, checked a box, unchecked a box. You don't need to manually check each of these items. With TaskMagic, you can automate everything easily. There's no need to make mistakes. So I'd like you to try this out. I believe automating this setting would be helpful for those who typically spend a lot of time setting up WordPress. I think there are many other settings on a WordPress site that you typically have to set up manually. For instance, there's also a permalink setting available. I usually make this custom structure. I make this structure a post name. You don't have to manually do all of this. It can be done automatically. You can use TaskMagic to automatically open this page, check the custom structure, delete the existing text, and insert it automatically. You can do all of this with TaskMagic. To avoid manually configuring the basic settings of WordPress, TaskMagic can handle it all for you. So you don't have to manually configure the basic settings of WordPress. You can automate the process using TaskMagic. With TaskMagic, you can automate the basic settings of WordPress instead of doing them manually. So I explained how to install and automate the plugin and how to automate the settings. Please try it.